Following the destruction of House Atreides by House Harkonnen, Princess Irulan, the daughter of Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV, secretly journals her distaste over how her father betrayed the Atreides. On Arrakis, Stilgar's Fremen troops, including Paul Atreides and his pregnant Bene Gesserit mother, Lady Jessica, overcome a Harkonnen patrol. When Jessica and Paul reach Sietch Tabr, some Fremen suspect they are spies, while Stilgar and others see signs of the prophecy that a mother and son from the outer world will bring prosperity to Arrakis. Stilgar tells Jessica that Sietch Tabr's reverend mother is dying, and that Jessica must succeed her by drinking the water of life, a poison fatal for males and untrained women. Jessica transmutes and survives the poison, inheriting the memories of all the past reverend mothers. The liquid also prematurely awakens the mind of her They agree to focus on convincing the more skeptical northern Fremen of the prophecy. Chani and her friend Shishakli correctly believe the prophecy was fabricated to manipulate the Fremen, but begins to respect Paul after he declares that he only intends to fight alongside the Fremen, not to rule them. Paul and Chani fall in love as Paul immerses himself in Fremen culture, learning their language, becoming a Fedaykin fighter, riding a sandworm, and raiding against Harkonnen's spice operations. Paul adopts the Fremen names Usul and Muad'Dib. Due to the continuing spice raids, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen replaces his nephew Rabban as Arrakis' ruler with his more cunning yet psychotic younger Feyd Rautha. Lady Margot Fenring, a Bene Gesserit, is sent to evaluate Feyd Rautha as a prospective Kwisatz Haderach and secure his genetic lineage. Jessica travels south to unite with Fremen fundamentalists who believe most strongly in the prophecy. Paul remains in the north, fearful that his visions of an apocalyptic holy war will come to pass if he goes south as a messiah. During another raid on a spice harvester, Paul reunites with Gurney Halleck, who leads Paul to the hidden atomic stockpile of House Atreides. Feyd Rautha unleashes a devastating attack on the northern Fremen, destroying Sietch Tabr, killing Shishakli, and forcing Paul and the survivors to journey south. Upon arrival, Paul drinks the water of life and falls into a coma. This angers Chani, but she is compelled by Jessica to mix her tears with the liquid, which awakens him. Now possessing clairvoyance across space and time, and that Jessica is the Baron's daughter, Paul meets with a Southern Fremen war council, galvanizing the crowd by demonstrating his ability to discern their deepest thoughts. He declares himself the Lisan al-Gaib and sends a challenge to Shaddam, who arrives on Arrakis with Irulan and the Sardaukar. As Shaddam chastises the Harkonnens for their failures, the Fremen launch an offensive using atomics and sandworms to overpower the Sardaukar. Paul executes the Baron, capturing Shaddam and his entourage. Meanwhile, Gurney leads an assault on Arrakeen, where he intercepts and kills a fleeing Rabban. Paul challenges Shaddam for the throne and, to Chani's dismay, demands to marry Irulan. Previously summoned by the Baron, the great houses arrive in orbit. Paul threatens to destroy the spice fields with atomics if they intervene. Feyd Rautha volunteers to be Shaddam's champion, but Paul kills him in a duel. Irulan agrees to Paul's request for marriage on the condition that her father lives. Shaddam reluctantly surrenders, kneeling, and kisses Paul's signet ring. When the great houses reject Paul's ascendancy, he orders the Fremen to attack the orbiting fleet. As Stilgar leads the Fremen onto the captured Sardaukar ships, Jessica and Aaliyah reflect on the beginning of Paul's holy war. Chani insolently refuses to bow to Paul and departs alone on a sandworm.